In this video, we will discuss about the recent 19th round of military talks between India and China. The talks, which took place on Monday morning, the meeting started around 9:30 am and ended about 5:30 pm, and centered around the intricate and long-standing issue of Chinese presence in the Depsang Plains, a strategically crucial region nestled between the Siachen Glacier and the Chinese-controlled Aksai chain. While the dialogue failed to achieve an immediate breakthrough, it illuminated the complexity of the challenges at hand and underscored the importance of diplomatic efforts in maintaining peace and security in the region. The meeting came ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President scheduled visit for South Africa for the BRICS Summit. In BRICS Summit, the possibility of bilateral meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Xi Jinping cannot be ruled out. Xi Jinping will also be traveling to India next month for the G20 summit. The 19th round of military talks was held on the Indian side of Chushul-Moldo Meeting Point, and the Indian delegation was led by the Lieutenant General Rasim Wali, the commander of the LAC-based 14th Corps. The Chinese delegation was led by the commander of the South Xinjiang Military District. In response to inquiries about Chinese withdrawal from the Depsang Plains and India's patrolling at traditional points, sources stated that ongoing discussions indicating the recent talks produced no definite outcomes in the matter regarding Chinese withdrawal from the Depsang Plains and India's patrolling. Ongoing discussions were reported without definite outcomes. Similarly, topic discussed in the meeting dated back to the pre-April 2020, encompassing confidence-building measures like refraining from patrolling in buffer zones, upholding airspace integrity, and promoting consistent interaction across tactical command levels. Notably, both nations found agreement on these issues. An additional accord was established to prevent the accumulation of troops and equipment along the line of actual control. In the round of talks centered on the concentrated Depsang Plains, situated within the India's subsector North, Siachen, like other areas, the line of actual control is disputed here. The Siachen is of utmost strategic significance, nestled between the Siachen Glacier and the Chinese-controlled Aksai chain. Indian soldiers patrolled several key patrolling points in the Depsang Plains, including patrolling points 10, 11, 11A, 12, and 13. These patrolling points hold strategic significance as they facilitate India's monitoring and surveillance efforts. Along the borders, however, the region's intricacies have led to a situation where Chinese forces impeded Indian patrols beyond the bottleneck area, known as the Junction. Although the Indian Army retained the capability to forcefully access its customary patrolling points, it has refrained from doing so to prevent escalating tensions. While Indian patrols can reach the bottleneck area via road, continued movement is restricted to foot along two specific routes. Notably, the Y junctions serve as the initial junctions for these two routes. The north route, following the Rakinala, goes towards patrolling point 10, and the southeast route goes towards patrolling point 13. The Chinese claim line lies approximately 1.5 km away from the Indian military camp situated in the BRICS region. Notably, Indian forces have successfully prevented Chinese patrols from advancing beyond the bottleneck area. In a prior incident in 2015, the Chinese had intruded up to their claim line before eventually retreating. In conclusion, the latest round of India-China military talks may not have yielded an immediate breakthrough, but they have certainly laid a groundwork for the potential future developments. The intricate nature of the Depsang Plains issues underscore the significance of consistent diplomatic efforts and trust-building measures. It is clear that both nations recognize the importance of the stability in the region and are committed to working together towards the lasting resolution that preserves peace and security for the year to come.